in a world where peace once reigned. An insidious infection has turned everything into chaos. The undead now roam freely, consuming everything in their path. You must kill them and clean the world from the infection. Engage in epic battles against relentless hordes. Join alliances and strategize with friends. Build and protect your city from threats and unlock powerful heroes. Age of Origins.
Greetings everyone. In today's video we're going to talk about equipment in Age of Origins. There's only one type of equipment in the game, and it's called elite equipment. It unlocks early on, and that's what we're going to explain today. First, you'll notice that there are 3 tabs related to equipment. The Equipment tab, this shows the equipment you currently have equipped. The second tab. The Development tab, this tab allows you to upgrade your equipment and make it stronger. There is something called Extension. This feature unlocks when you upgrade the woodlands to higher levels, giving you more customization options for your gear. Now, one of the most important aspects of equipment is crafting materials. These materials come in 5 tiers: gray, green, blue, purple, and finally, orange, which is the highest tier. In order to upgrade your equipment and reach the next tier, you have 2 options: either earn the materials directly or use the melding system. Melding means that you can combine 5 materials of a lower tier to create one of the next tier. For example, if you have 5 gray materials, you can meld them to create 1 green material. Similarly, 5 green materials can be melded into 1 blue, 5 blue into 1 purple, and so on, all the way up to orange. As for extensions, they are like blueprints. Each blueprint comes in one of 2 types, either S-class or A-class, and each class has 4 levels. For example, let's take Blueprint A. It's used to craft a type gems which are part of your equipment extensions. These extensions can be applied to certain pieces of equipment, but only once you unlock something called slots. Slots become available once the item itself reaches level 15. As you can see here, if you click on an item and go to Management, you'll get an overview of which equipment can have slots for gems. Once an item reaches level 2, it will unlock its first green slot. In this overview, you can see exactly which types of gems can be added, since not all gems work in the same slot. For example, one slot might allow you to add an attack gem, which boosts your overall attack stats, while another might let you add an HP gem to increase health. The same system applies to the other slots. Now, when it comes to the second slots, this is where S-class blueprints come into play. You can place S-class blueprints in these slots to add stats that affect all types of troops. Of course, this process has a cost. To craft these extensions, you'll need both white crystals and the corresponding blueprint. However, there are some very rare pieces of equipment. For example, if you pick up the armor pot and level it up to level 3, you'll unlock one of the rarest and most expensive gems in the game. This gem provides damage reduction from all sources, affecting all troop types in the game. Additionally, you can craft another gem that increases damage across the board. It can boost damage for long-range troops, ranged troops, and even melee troops. These are by far the best gems I've seen in the game, and they provide huge benefits in battle. The reason these gems are so valuable is simple. While you'll gain a lot of stats like distance bonuses and more, these rare gems specifically increase the total damage you're dealing and reduce all damage types you receive, which is incredibly powerful. As for the other gems, like those that add HP, they're not as impactful in my opinion. Personally, I don't prioritize them. For example, if you focus on long-range units, like launchers, you should focus on upgrading the rider equipment. Why? Because once you reach level 4 of the rider equipment, you get a significant spike in power. You'll receive an extra attack bonus for mid-range units, but more importantly, you get double attack power for your long-range units. That's why I highly recommend upgrading this particular equipment for a major boost. Even as you continue upgrading, you'll notice that at level 5, you gain a significant boost in stats. The same goes for level 4, where you receive double the stats compared to earlier levels. Now, regarding extensions, crafting them requires 2 key elements. First, you'll need something called Blueprint S. Personally, I don't recommend starting with S-class blueprints. I find them less effective because not all troop types benefit equally from HP and defense boosts. If you're focused on offense, you'll likely want to prioritize attack-based stats rather than defense. And considering the cost, I don't think it's worth it. However, the other types of gems, those that reduce damage from all sources and increase damage to all types of troops, are much more valuable in my opinion. Personally, I would go straight for the ultra-tier gems because they provide the highest stats and benefits. I tend to ignore some of the more expensive options, even though they might seem appealing at first glance. For example, one gem costs 3,000 to craft, while another costs 5,000, offering stats for everything. However, I don't recommend the more expensive one because, for me, it's just not worth it. I'm someone who loves Titans and aircraft, and the ultra-tier gems are much more beneficial for them. These gems offer damage reduction from everything long-range, mid-range, it doesn't matter. All your troops, including Titans, receive less damage across the board. Now, the big question: how do you earn these extension components and blueprints? You can earn blueprints in a couple of ways. First, you can get them from events or tower defense. By playing tower defense, you can go to the exchange shop and buy blueprints daily. Personally, I prefer Blueprint A over Blueprint SS. While SS gives a broad boost to all your troops, it's almost double the price. Blueprint A, on the other hand, offers a specific damage type, which I find much more efficient and cost-effective. When you break down equipment, you'll get components, which are essential for crafting. Additionally, if you're out of options, you can purchase extension component chests. These are quite expensive, but it's another way to get what you need. If you don't want to spend too much, you can wait for special daily deals. There's often a deal that gives you good value on components. Alternatively, you can buy blueprints directly from the equipment section, but as I mentioned earlier, I don't recommend that. Lastly, from the exchange shop, you can get 200 to 300 components per day just by logging in and completing your daily tasks. It's an easy way to steadily build up your resources. In conclusion, understanding and upgrading your equipment is crucial for maximizing your effectiveness in Age of Origins. Focus on obtaining and using the highest tier gems for the best overall performance, and prioritize ultra-tier gems for their superior benefits. Opt for Blueprint A for a more targeted approach, as it provides specific damage boosts at a lower cost compared to Blueprint SS. Remember, you can earn blueprints and components through events, tower defense, and the exchange shop. If you're patient and strategic, you can make the most of daily deals and special offers to keep your resources in check. That's all for today's guide on equipment. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.